Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be having a first look at this Insta360 360-degree camera, and this is the latest 360-degree camera from Insta360, and I've been actually testing this for the last 2 days, and in fact I've shot about 13 odd videos of footage in various lighting conditions like low lighting, harsh lighting, indoor lighting, etc., so that you can gauge what it is. But I just want to make it very clear that this video is not sponsored by Insta360. In fact, they don't know what I am posting, and they'll also be seeing the video for the first time. But yeah, this is a review unit that was sent to me by Insta360. So this is the box, and it comes in various bundles. This is the essential bundle that they have, and let me quickly go over important things. And the first important thing is that now it's supposed to have a new imaging chip, and it's a Sony sensor. This is actually a square sensor. It's 1 by 1.10, in fact very close to 1 inch sensor that we are getting on this one. So that's the big thing. And now in 8K, the earlier X5 used to max out at 30 fps 8K, but this can go to 8K 50 fps. This can also shoot in Dolby Vision and iLog, and now this camera shoots in 10-bit color. So that's the big highlight, I would say, the new sensor, and now it can shoot in 10-bit color. So this is what we get. We get a invisible stick, this what Insta likes to call, and you mount it, and this you can actually extend it quite a bit like this, and the quality of this one is nice. So this is what you are getting. And apart from that, the camera was here inside this one. So this is the camera, and you also have a protective rubber one for this one, and this is actually good while you're traveling because you have to protect the lenses because they jut out because of the 360-degree view. So let me just put this back, and you also get a small pouch like this to keep this one inside, but I'm not happy. They should have given a hard case or something like that, but this is what you get. And apart from that, we also get an extra battery with this charging case, and you have extra battery. One is actually pre-installed in this one. In fact, what I liked about this one is that bottom we do have a USB cable, and this can act like a power bank. For example, if I connect it to my phone and wait for a few seconds, this is going to actually start. As you can see, now it's fast charging my phone. So this can be used as a power bank, and the cable hides in quickly, but you can also just pull it out and put it in the this one for extra battery, and this charges very quickly. So that's what we have in the box. I'll keep that to the side for now. Apart from that, some documentation, quick start guide, some stickers. This is a lot smaller compared to the X5, and we have the two lenses because it's a 360-degree camera, and in the 360 mode it records from both the camera. That's why you have the entire sphere on this one. We do have the screen over here. Let me just power it on, and it powers on fairly quickly. And as you can see, this is in the we have actually a couple of modes in shooting. Let me quickly show you. Flat means it's going to create a flat video file. You don't have to edit it to use it. So we do have the flat mode, and we have the Instaframe and a regular flat mode video. But apart from that, 360 video is also there on this one, and this will record from both worlds, and you can actually reframe the angle after shooting the video. That's the advantage with the 360. I'll show you a lot of samples. So that's the big gist of it. And you can change the modes from here. And we also have this pure video mode. Consider this one as night mode. I'll also have a sample. This one actually surprised me quite a bit. So that night mode is known as the pure video mode. And in resolution, maximum 8K up to 50 FPS is there in the a 360-degree mode. You can also drop down to 6K, 4K, etc. But if you go to 6K, you can shoot up to 60 FPS. So that option is also there. And flat video, of course, you can go in 4K. Let me just put it 4K 30. You can go, and we can also create a video backup if you want for a 360-degree video in this one. So let me not waste a lot of time. Let me give you a quick physical overview. And if you open this one, you can pop in your battery here inside, and you'll also have a slot here for a micro SD card. I have just put a 128 gigabyte card, but I would say if you're recording in that 8K for 360-degree video, just put a 256GB card because it chews. Another thing is that it does have built-in storage, but that's only 47GB. Don't rely too much on that. Treat that as backup storage. So this is the physical overview of this. I won't waste a lot of time. Now here are the samples that I've shot with this camera. So guys, I'm recording this video in 360 degrees, and the way it records is that it has two lenses, so it's recording the front and the back. So as you can see, you can see the entire thing. If I can rotate it like this, you see everything. So right now, like, I'm just trying to focus it on myself only. Just go over here, a little bit of shadowed area. So you can use this like talking, but let's say you want to show what's in front of you. I can just move the camera and you can actually see that. So this offers a lot of flexibility. So you just shoot once with this camera, and the advantage with the 360-degree camera is that you can reframe it anytime you want. So you just shoot it once and you can change the angles later while you are editing. And the good thing is that now we have a lot of tools with this one. The mobile app is also very good, and it does auto editing and all those things. Many people find I'm now in a shadowed area to give you an idea how it's handling. We were in the sun, now we are in the shadowed area, so give you an idea. And the audio that I'm recording is via its internal microphone. You can attach external microphones to this one. Insta360 makes mics like Mic Pro and Mic Air and all those things, but this I'm using it with the built-in microphone, and I wanted to see how it is doing because there is a little bit of wind here, and hopefully it is cutting out the wind because this is a combination of a lot of cameras in my frank opinion. Now I'm just facing the wind, so wind is hitting the microphone. Do let me know what do you feel about the wind noise. It's actually quite windy, as you can see. If I move the camera to this angle, you can see trees, etc. So you guys let me know how it's handling the wind. It's quite high as of now, but yeah, I'm also curious, will it work, or do we need microphone to put on this one? And the advantage of this one is that, yes, of course, it's a 360-degree camera, so you can frame it anywhere. So this is recording in 360. We can actually move and show you the front view and all those other things also very easily. Now again, I'm recording in 360-degree mode, but as you can see here, I'm just going to go inside here, a little bit of shadowed area, and I'm just using a normal selfie stick, not the invisible stick. This is like how you'll be holding a vlog style camera. This is a small, I would say 7-inch selfie stick that I purchased from Amazon. So again, this is a 360-degree video, and now I am in an area where there is not a lot of light, but still, at least in the preview, the screen looks bright, and I think so this is because of the new Sony 1-inch sensor. It's pretty effective. But again, the advantage of this 360-degree camera is that I can just reframe the angle whatever I like. So it's like having multiple cameras with you. So this is what we can do with the 360-degree video. And now I feel finally, because this is having that big sensors, almost 1-inch sensors on both the cameras, the quality also has improved quite a bit. And even in not that great lighting situation, it is good. In fact, I'll shoot it in super low lighting also later on to give you an idea. It can also act like an action camera. And if you don't want to deal with 360-degree video, you can shoot at the flat mode like a normal camera, and we'll try to do that now. Now I'm shooting this one in the Instaframe, and of course you can switch the camera. For example, I can put it to the front facing camera, bring it back to mine. Again, this is in that area where there is not a lot of lighting, but as this is a 360-degree camera, you can also do one more thing. Particularly, let's say if you just want to show across you what is there, you can just press this button and it'll do a 360-degree spin without you moving the camera, but it's just going to do a complete rotation so that you can give an idea about the area that you are, and it will come back to you. There is also one more option that we have, that is known as the barrel roll. I'll just move it to the front facing camera and try to do that. I don't know how effective this is and where you'll be using, but let me try the barrel roll now. And it's going to rotate the entire frame that you have. So let me go back to the front facing the camera facing me. So these were again two more options that we have in the flat video mode with the Instaframe 2. Now again, recording in the Instaframe mode 2, which produces a flat video file, and we have different zoom levels. This is the 1x, which is known as the mega view, but we can go even wider, which is actually known as the max view. Gets pretty wide. Let me just you can change your lens also. That is possible. And let's just go back to the mega view. But we also have one more zoom level, which is known as the linear. So we have these three different zoom levels that you can toggle around. Let me just go back to the mega view. I feel this is the best. And another thing that I'm liking with this Insta360 X6 is the colors that we are getting. This is again in the standard mode. I did not tweak the colors or did anything like that. We do have iLog, of course, where you can tweak it, but all the footage that you are seeing is in the regular default mode, and the colors and the skin tones that I'm getting are actually very good. And the audio that it is being recorded is also via the internal microphone, and in fact the audio that we are getting from the internal microphone is also very good. But now what we'll do is we'll just go outside in the harsh sun and see how it is handling the exposure. Let me just open the door, and now I'm going to do the extreme. I'm going to step out actually, and here it is pretty bright outdoors. As you can see, I'm just coming here, and again this is 1x. This is the mega view. Sun has come up very like harsh sun, but as you can see, the exposure and everything actually looks very well. My face is lit up. Again, this is 1x, but we can also zoom in, and this is known as the linear mode, where it zooms in quite a bit. If you want more vlog style, you can go to this linear mode, but let me just go back. I feel the mega view is actually perfect. It's perfectly wide and stuff. And again, as this is a flat file, no 360 degrees editing or anything, it's going to produce a direct MP4 file. This also I'm actually recording in my office, and again the lighting I have kept a little bit dull. This I'm now set to linear. Let me just go back to the mega view, and definitely the new sensors that they're having, this almost 1-inch sensors. It's actually 1 by 1.10 the sensors that it's a custom Sony sensors, almost 1-inch sensors. And I think so that is actually, even in not that great lighting like this condition, it's actually producing very good results. I'll also try to shoot some footage at night later on, and I'll also show you that. So now I'm in Insta frame, and I've enabled tracking. So as you can see, I'm just walking around here and there in my office, and it's just static there on a tripod, but it is actually tracking me. And you can also adjust the field of view. So, and it creates a flat video file. So this is actually pretty cool. I would say it's like having again a small cameraman or something like that. Like on gimbals, they move around. So that's what it is, and this will create a normal video file, so you don't have to do a lot of editing and stuff like that. So again, pretty cool. Recording in very low lighting, and we have a mode called pure video mode. This is sort of the night mode, and to give you an idea how dark it is, let me just actually move back. The only light that I'm getting a little bit is from that monitor, and if I go over here, as you can see, it's so dark. Then also I'm able to actually see myself here, I would say. And let me give you an idea. I'll just switch on one light so that you can judge how dark it was. And now I've switched on one light. So this is how it is with just one light over here. And let me just switch it off. And again, of course, it's super low lighting. You won't be shooting here. Let me open a light. So just one light, and I think so this is because of the new 1-inch sensor that they have. That Sony sensor is doing actually a very good job in very low lighting conditions. That was a big problem with most of the 360 degree cameras, I would say, and they have sort of fixed that with this one. But again, in very low lighting conditions, do enable the pure video mode. That is the low light mode on this camera. So guys, let me actually talk about what do I feel about this camera, sort of conclusions. Again, as I've told you, this is no way a full review. I've just used this for about last 2.5 days, but initial impressions, I would say, if you're looking for the flagship 360 degrees camera, this X6 stands out, and I would say that is mostly because of the new sensor that it has. That almost squarish 1-inch sensor is actually doing a very good job, and specifically even in low lighting it is doing a very good job. But again, I need to explore the other features a lot more, so I will be using this camera a lot more. And after 2-3 weeks of actually usage, actually I'm traveling a little bit, I'll try to use this in live projects and see how it works. So if you want to know more about this one, stay tuned to my channel and get subscribed. Also, coming to the pricing of this one, I don't know the pricing as of now because I'm actually shooting this one before the launch, but from what rumors I'm hearing, this is going to be priced a little bit more from the XY, which was Insta360's last year's about flagship. This is going to be priced anywhere from $100 to $150 more. So certainly this will be on the expensive side. And India, I don't know, again, it might cross around 70,000. But I feel this camera is a combination of a couple of products. For example, of course, it's a 360 degree camera, but also can act like a action camera for vlogging. For example, I'm shooting this one in the InstaView 2, and this is now acting like a vlogging camera. So it combines a few features, I would say, of multiple cameras. So if you're that kind of a person, then maybe this will work for you. But again, stay tuned to my channel for the full review later on. I'll try to post it after about 2 or 3 weeks. Anyways, guys, as I told you, I don't know the exact pricing. Once I know that, I'll add the links of Amazon and also the links for a direct website to Insta360 in the description below, so that you can check out the pricing and all the other details. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.